Welcome to this quick tour of the innovative new features in MIMIX 9.0 that deliver even faster replication, streamlined management, and enhance your high availability and disaster recovery protection. MIMIX provides both 5250 and browser-based graphical interfaces. I will be showing you the new features in MIMIX 9 using the browser-based VSP interface. The first time you open VSP after installing or upgrading to MIMIX 9, a welcome screen appears. If you are new to VSP, or even if you're not, I would encourage you to take the 3 quick tours in the welcome dialog. They help you get started with VSP, learn how to take action on what you see, and become familiar with the ways you can customize your VSP environment. I would also encourage you to open the Did You Know window, where you can watch tutorial videos on a variety of topics for VSP and MIMIX. Experienced users can use the Did You Know videos to quickly learn about new features in MIMIX 9. Now, let's take a look at some of those new features. First, let's look at the new mobile-friendly dashboard. This redesigned dashboard gives a summary view of all aspects of the MIMIX environment on a single page, including application group and data group status, replication throughput, statistics on object correction activity, both manual and automatic, the status of audits that monitor your replicated data for integrity, the status of procedures such as switch pre-check, the date of your last switch, the average time it takes to switch this environment, and a summary of the reports that show protection status for the libraries, folders, and directories on a given node. The new dashboard is fully responsive so that the information displayed adjusts as I shrink the window to simulate a tablet and to simulate a smartphone. Now, no matter where you are or whatever device you have at your fingertips, you can easily see a summary of your MIMIX environment. Notice that the dashboard is color-coded. That allows you to monitor your status at just a glance. For unattended monitoring, you can also configure alerts via email or SNMP to let you know if anything needs your attention. All of the components on the summary page are also configurable, such as the information you want to display for the replication environment section, including the date of your last pre-check, your average switch time, etc. For the nodes section, you can include a detailed or a summarized view. And for the data protection reports summary. There are all sorts of interesting things you might want to include in your summary view, and you can launch into all these aspects of managing your MIMIX environment right here from the summary view. In one of the key features of this release, MIMIX 9 now takes advantage of the multi-threading capabilities provided by the IBM I operating system, applying data up to 10 times faster than previous versions. The MIMIX Apply engine also dynamically adjusts for spikes in replicated data volumes, eliminating the need to manually tune performance. Existing application groups can be checked for eligibility for multi-threading. And if desired, the application group and all of its data groups can be converted once MIMIX is stopped. MIMIX 9 also adds a new view of your current recovery point objective and recovery time objective metrics to give you on-demand visibility into whether you are in a position to meet your high availability SLAs at any point in time. Here you see the estimated recovery point objective, or RPO, that shows how many potential transactions may be lost if you have a sudden, unplanned failure at this moment. The estimates are based on the current transaction volumes for the last number of minutes, or hours, or single day. Your estimated recovery time objective, or RTO, is based on the current transaction volumes, again for the last number of minutes, hours, or single day, and your historic switch times. Your switch history breaks out the required MIMIX pre-configured steps and any custom switch steps you may have embedded in your switch procedure. More detailed switch information is shown at the bottom of the window, including the date and time of your shortest switch, your average switch, also showing the total number of switches this is based on, your longest switch, and your last switch. Keep in mind that these new metrics give you insight into your recovery point and recovery time if a switch were done at this point in time, and it helps you identify trends based on the history of past switches. Both can be used to show your stakeholders that you are able to meet your HA metrics or service level agreements, or show you points in time where you may not be on target so that you can take action and tune the system. Another added feature of MIMIX 9 is this new, simple way to disable audits without losing your audit history. For those of you unfamiliar with audits, they are the comprehensive checks of data integrity done on your target system to make sure it is always matching the source. Having an easy method to disable them is important when you are migrating to a new machine, so that after the migration you can re-enable the audits and still have your past history. The ability to disable audits is also useful if you want to distribute data in real time to non-HA servers for use by one of your business applications without having changes caught and repaired by the audits. Also in version 9, it is easier to understand what percentage of data you want to audit with each run. MIMIX 9 also gives you the option of auditing both object attributes and data, or just the object attributes alone. This gives you greater control of the type of information audited and potentially allows the audits to finish more quickly. Now we'll look at the summary dashboard when a switch is in progress so that we can talk about the new job queue replication features in MIMIX 9. You can see the red icons indicating MIMIX processes are stopped and yellow exclamation points indicating that MIMIX is waiting for something. Job queue replication is another great new feature of MIMIX 9 with the ability to replicate the contents of job queues. MIMIX 9 can now track when a job enters a job queue, when it enters an active state as it begins running in a subsystem, and that tracking ends once the job ends. Replicating job queue information will enable jobs to more seamlessly resume after a switch, so that after a switch you will know exactly what jobs were sitting in the queue or hadn't finished running yet. That will allow you to resume operations on the target more seamlessly. I have initiated a switch, and as you can see, the switch procedure is now waiting for me to either submit or remove any remaining previously replicated jobs on the new source system following the switch, which I can do in the 5250 interface with the work rep job command. For each job, I can remove it, display it, print it, or submit it. I will take option 4 to remove both of the jobs, one of which was on the job queue but hadn't started yet, the other of which was still running when I started my switch. You can see that once those jobs were removed, the switch completes successfully. And that brings us to the end of our quick tour of MIMIX 9. You've seen just some of the new functionality that delivers the benefits of easier solution management, greater switch confidence, and scalability from SMB to even the most demanding enterprise workloads. To learn more about MIMIX or to connect with SyncSort, visit our website at www.syncsort.com.